What's up everyone, Tech Cloud here, and in this video I'm going to show you the camera comparison of the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 and the Samsung Galaxy S5. Both phones have 16 megapixel cameras, and on paper specs are very similar, and other than the OIS on the Note 4, it looks that both has very comparable hardware in terms of the camera. I'm going on vacation, so most probably this is my last video. I will see you after the vacations. Samsung Galaxy Note 4 has the f2.2 aperture, and it has a 16 megapixel camera. It has a single LED flash. Samsung Galaxy S5 also has 16 megapixel camera with the f2.2 aperture, and it also has a single LED flash. And during my testing, I have found that the Note 4 flash is more powerful as compared to the S5 flash, and we will check out in the photos as well. So let's check out the video quality of the two devices. Both these devices actually make the 1080p videos and also the 4K videos, and the quality is pretty similar on both of them. However, I believe the Note 4 video is better in terms of the image stabilization, rather the video stabilization during the video recording. That's what I like about the Note 4 video as compared to the S5 videos. Other than that, the quality of the video is very comparable between the two. Let's look at the still photos, and during the broad daylight or in good lighting conditions, both phones actually take similar sort of photos. However, there are some differences as well. I like the color on the Note 4, which are more closer and more natural as compared to the S5, and you can see the differences in the colors, especially in the sky. Other than that, mostly the colors are fine on both these phones. However, I have noticed differences that on Note 4 actually you will find a better bokeh effect. I wonder why is that. Maybe it is because of the some software effect added on the Note 4 processing, but it is very apparent on the photos, and you can also check out this effect on the sample photos here, that the Note 4 has more out of focus area or the better background blur as compared to the S5. Having said that, both phones actually have colors on the warmer side, and also the colors are a little bit more saturated than they should be, but most smartphone shooters actually like this kind of colors, although they are not closer to reality or they are not natural colors, but the smartphone shooters, they prefer saturated color. The HDR also has a more dramatic effect on the Note 4. However, I feel the S5 HDR is more natural, and actually I prefer the look of the S5 HDR. But with Note 4 you can actually create some very nice HDR effects on landscape photos. In the low light, whether you are under the artificial lighting indoors or whether you are outdoors, the story is very different on both these phones. The very annoying thing on the S5 is that you have to actually wait too long for the camera to finish taking the photos, and this is really annoying, and almost all of the photos that I took using the S5 in the low light conditions requires me to hold the camera for like 3-4 seconds, and you cannot hold the camera, or rather the phone, that long very steady, and as a result you have to actually sometime repeat your shot, as the shot coming out is little bit blurry because of the handshake, and also this also slows you down, so I don't like this. Whereas the Note 4 does not have this problem. Only couple of photos it requires me to hold the phone little bit longer than usual. Other than that, it takes photos very quickly, and that's what I like about it. And also the pictures are actually more cleaner on the Note 4, better exposure, and also the photos does not have the artificial feel or the painting feel of the S5 photos. So I prefer the low light photos of the Note 4 over the S5 photos. Yes, there is more cleaning on the Note 4, and you might think that it will reduce the amount of detail on the Note 4. But have a look at this photo. Although the Note 4 photo is more cleaner and it has more cleaning going on, but it is still showing more detail. At night, both phones exhibit slow shutter, so the moving objects will look blur. Sometimes it will create a artistic effect. Sometimes it is little bit annoying because you don't want to blur the images all the time. This effect is more pronounced on S5 than on the Note 4. However, the S5 is still taking longer time than the Note 4 in taking photos, which results into something like that. At night, the S5 photos have a lot of noise and very less detailed and very soft photos. When Samsung do the cleaning on the S5 photos, they become really blurry or mushy, especially the photos that are taken outside in the streets in the low lighting condition. As I said earlier, the Note 4 has a more powerful flash, and some of you might argue that this will result into a more overexposed photos when you fire the flash. However, you can actually control this using the exposure value. If you drop down the exposure value, the flash intensity becomes less and the photo will retain the colors better. So the Note 4 photos not only has better flash and better exposure under the flash lighting conditions, but also they retains the color better. S5 actually takes too long even under the flash as well. So guys, this was a quick comparison between the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 and the Samsung Galaxy S5 camera. I didn't bother with the low light video on both phones because both phones does not make acceptable quality video in the low light condition, so I save myself the trouble of making the comparison video. Considering the better video stabilization and the better quality low light photos, I consider the Note 4 as a winner here, and it is nice to see that the Samsung is improving the image quality with each iteration. So guys, I hope that you have liked the video, and if you have liked it, make sure you press the thumbs up button at the bottom of this video, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Take care, and I will see you later. Bye.